Clean, safe, accessible drinking water. It's not an issue that makes the front page, but the fact is, there are over 1 billion people in the world who drink from contaminated water sources. The World Watch Institute estimates that between 14,000 and 30,000 people die every day from water-related diseases. In communities where infectious diseases like AIDS and malaria pose serious challenges, contaminated water exacerbates the situation. What's worse is that safe, clean drinking water is a precious, finite resource that will become harder to find as worldwide demand increases. This growing crisis must be confronted. Delay only increases the very real possibility that someday most of the world will not have access to clean, safe water. AHEAD Incorporated is an award-winning nonprofit organization helping impoverished communities deal with the water crisis. Since 1981, AHEAD has led creative, cost-effective efforts to address multiple health issues, focusing on communities in rural Africa. AHEAD's founders and volunteers have received praise from the likes of UNICEF for their efforts to immunize entire villages in rural Tanzania. In 2002, AHEAD received the prestigious Ashton Trust Award, the world's only award for renewable energy, for successful projects preventing the spread of waterborne diseases. One of the most popular and successful projects involved a partnership with Solar Cookers International to provide rural communities with a simple device called the Cookit, which uses solar energy to create safe drinking water. A black pot filled with contaminated water is placed on the Cookit, and a piece of melted wax indicates when the water has reached a temperature hot enough to kill bacteria, viruses, and other microorganisms. The people in villages like these draw their water from holes in dry riverbeds. Testing has revealed that these water sources are invariably contaminated with dangerous bacteria. Without the Cookit, children and the elderly would surely fall victim to waterborne diseases. AHEAD's health experts have determined that providing these communities with easier access to clean, safe drinking water is vitally important. Today, men and women often travel miles to draw water from contaminated sources. AHEAD has led efforts to construct deep wells and rainwater catchment systems, techniques that provide stable sources of safe drinking water for villagers. The reality faced by AHEAD Incorporated is that projects like these provide reliable solutions for rural Africans, but they also require substantially more funding than projects like the Solar Cooker effort. The payoff is undeniable. Clean, safe drinking water for a village saves hundreds of lives, but the initial investment must be made. Professional survey efforts, construction materials, and training programs. These efforts will be effective only with the support of adequate funds. AHEAD is an organization that prides itself on using its resources efficiently. You can be assured that your donation will be dedicated towards an effort that puts volunteers to work, providing impoverished communities with a vital resource: clean, safe drinking water. This is your opportunity to join a movement and to raise awareness about an issue that is just now getting the attention it deserves. Sign up with a proven leader. Support AHEAD Incorporated.
To the families they serve in Tanzania, Dr. Irving Williams and his wife Elvira are more than just nice people from the United States. They are Baba and Mama, Father and Mother Williams. This term of endearment is well-deserved. Dr. Williams began his pediatric career at Milwaukee Children's Hospital more than 40 years ago and continued his work at the Martha Elliott Neighborhood Health Center in inner-city Boston. But when the children of Africa beckoned him, he heeded the call and has been answering it ever since. In 1974, Dr. Williams relocated his family to Tanzania. Working for the Ministry of Health, Dr. Williams witnessed incredible deprivation and suffering among the children and families of that third world nation. It was then that he dedicated his life to making things better for them.
We needed to reduce the mortality and morbidity rates in Tanzania, so that the organization that we started was called AHEAD, an acronym for Adventures in Health, Education, and Agricultural Development. It is necessary to bring together a number of disciplines to make certain that the health of not only children, but the health of individuals in the community were at a maximum.
Over the past 20 years, Baba and Mama Williams have made many missions of mercy to Tanzania and the Gambia. Dr. Williams has shared his medical knowledge and other skills with people in the most remote regions of these countries, providing primary health care to more than 1 million children, wherever and whenever possible, and all without pay. Based on the philosophy that sustainable good health requires a partnership between health providers and the community, Dr. Williams initiated a legacy of learning where local people can help each other. Dr. Williams has implemented dozens of programs during his time in Africa, including immunizations, nutrition awareness, family planning, HIV/AIDS prevention and treatment, and environmental health issues. Lack of adequate, safe, clean drinking water is a problem around the world. To overcome this, Dr. Williams taught people how to pasteurize water with a simple solar heating unit. And he directed one village to build a water collection system to capture and store rainwater to use during dry periods of the year. The agricultural know-how Dr. Williams developed as a youth has been passed on to his African friends as a way to grow more nutritious foods, just one more way of helping them to help themselves. Irving and Elvira, Baba and Mama Williams, have not just talked about helping the poor and healing the sick, they have done it with love.